to poems. So this one is also, I think, about sort of storytelling and grassroots art and street art, and yeah, I like when art makes other things happen. I also really like a well done bit of graffiti, and the graffiti in the toilets downstairs is blue, but also very creative and fantastic.
I originally had erudite in there, but didn't scan. So.
Oh, okay. No, blue gets it. Blue gets it. It's yeah, as I say, in education. So this is called TheGlassblowerDances. The words first appeared on a lamppost on a dirty road between a chip shop and some tired Turkish baths. They nestled amongst fat, careless splurges of paint and the neon screams of get the fuck and nay future. Reading the phrase, passers-by smiled briefly and thought no more about it. But the words tucked themselves into the minds of the people on the bus. 2 days later, the handwriting was seen again on a wall along a cycle path, and then beside the hospital for sick children, and in a cafe toilet, and down near where the ships no longer came. And people began to repeat it to themselves in the early morning on the streets. The phrase swirled out. It appeared on the back of school books and on library desks. It moved beyond the city, was seen written on a rock on a beach full of leaving birds, and on a bench beside a bus stop in a small grey town. It was seen carved down the curve of a mountain. The glassblower dances. As the word swelled, people began to talk. A feature was broadcast on the local news, and some were curious and searched for understanding on YouTube. Removed, but enough to understand the rhythm that came through the feet from earth to breath to arm, the flow of skill, the exhausted, dogged passion that was required for the alchemy of changing dirt into something fluid, strong and beautiful. The words grew, and the city council talked of the cost of cleaning, but they could not calculate it accurately. And well-heeled sorts on a late-night sofa spoke of the shallowness of modern culture and lamented the loss of the canon. But the thing about a scratch is that you feel it, and sometimes it lets things in and they incubate and fester. And some academics wrote a paper on the sociocultural intertextual significance of urban public expression, but it was rather long and only read by 8 people. And linguists spoke of sibilants, how they traced the brain with fingers of smoke. And historians expounded on the history of glassmaking, how China, ignoring it until the 17th century, invented fireworks instead of windows. And the phrase didn't stop any wars or bankers. There were other words to try that job, and it was beyond this writer's ability at this time. But people smiled, and for a moment felt something in their chests had loosened and wondered about things that did not touch their lives. And all this happened because once upon a time someone thought to write upon a wall with joy. The glassblower dances.